Hey, it's your boy. Welcome back once again to a new ROM hack. This is Luigi's Adventure Overseas Edition, which means it was the original one, which was in Japanese and made for the English audience, I believe, if I read it correctly. I also have not given up on Princess Disappeared Again, and I disappeared to... A princess disappeared again, and I disappeared to Yoshi. Perhaps this is an act of Bowser? Sure. I have not given up on 7 eggs. I am working on fixing the events, but one, I forgot just how long ROM hacking can take to do, especially when you're kind of working on someone else's stuff. And beyond that, there's actually quite a few overworld issues in that thing. So I'm in the process of fixing that. So who knows, maybe I'll have more up before this comes out, and then this won't make any sense because it's like, why are you talking about that when you've already played the game? And it's like, well, it's because I batch record, and I took a break for about, I don't know, probably 45 minutes, probably close to an hour, and worked on that and ate dinner at the same time and listened to music, and I mean, it went. Things were going. I just really, I haven't truly made a hack for quite a while. I mean, I've kind of dabbled in hacking stuff, but I haven't made like a full-blown, like, true hack for a while. So there's that. Mushroom Plains Dos. So one thing I've been thinking about, and I've brought this up before, with like the old hacks that I used to have, which I mean, I have access to them, but it's not a simple, hey, they're just in a folder on my computer now. They're online in a database. But yeah, so it's something that I've thought about and brought it up in the past, because honestly, it's a not really an idea, but it's a concept that I'm just curious about. And I mean, I guess it's like a big gray area. Like that's what I would call it. I would call it a gray area, because it's not necessarily like black and white, but it's more or less the like remaking of someone else's hack. And I'm not talking about like recent ones. I'm talking about like pretty much abandonware, where the person like worked on it but just left the demo at a demo. Like there has been absolutely no work done to it, and like for years or whatever. And like I guess I wonder, it's like what are people's thoughts and opinions on that? Like, where does abandonware really fit in to Mario hacking? And not like plagiarism abandonware, where, you know, you have this game, you have this idea, and you work on it, and you bring out like a portion of it, and you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm done with it, I'm not doing it anymore, and you stop. But then the next person picks it up and is like, oh, hey, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm gonna work on fixing it and making it better. But instead of putting the original author's name on it and being like, yeah, this dude did the bulk of the work, I just kind of finished it, added like 5 levels to it or whatever, and made it like, gave it an actual ending. Like, that'd be interesting. At one point, I was kind of gonna do that with, I don't know what. I'm trying to jump on the turtles. I don't know why I am. There's no point in doing that. But I was gonna do that with a game, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Bowser's Time Machine. Maybe it was that one. Maybe it was a different one. But like I approached the author and was like, hey, can I like remake your thing? And he's like, yeah, sure. I haven't touched it for like ever. Go for it. Have fun. Run wild. And I was like, yay, that's pretty awesome. And then that went like absolutely nowhere because I didn't have the time to really work on it. And like I felt it wouldn't give the thing justice by, you know, working on and off for a long time. Because there was a bunch of things that was like kind of wrong with the game, but not really. But yeah. But I'm just like, I'm curious about Abandonware because I have played like, I don't know how many hacks now, the ones that end up being like quote unquote demos that haven't been touched for years as far as I can figure out. Then it's like, hey, like finishing some of those might be interesting, which is kind of one of the reasons I'm messing with sort of fixing the overworld events in this hack, Mario and Luigi and the 7 eggs, because like, I don't know, it kind of just feels like a shame to leave it like just dead. Also, I really want to go down there, but at the same time, I can't see the jumps, so I am very hesitant to do that. Which I have a feeling that's probably where the secret exit is, the key. There's a goal. There's a freaking goal. I have to play the level like 2 more times. Okay, there is midway point. It's invisible, as far as I can tell. So that gets me here. Okay, so I mean, oh, that does not feel very good. But I will gladly, like, accept that as, like, I'll gladly accept the key for this. That was just dumb on my part, honestly. I saw the turtles. I just didn't really know how to react to them. Because, like, hey, do I jump over these fine fellers or not? And it was like, yeah, probably you should, but it's not what I did. Also, the key breaking that block, I just guessed. Like, legit, I was just like, I bet this is gonna happen if I do this. I didn't actually know if it was or not. So, yeah, there was that. Switch Palace done. I like doing the Switch Palaces when I run into them like right away, because it kind of gives me a sort of like mini break from the level that I have to play again. And like some levels are fun and they're like, yeah, I could play that again. That would be okay. But I've touched on this before where for the most part, a lot of games, they don't really, like, they make memorable levels, but they don't really make a ton of levels that's like, yeah, I want to go back and I want to play that again, because that was absurdly fun. Like, I don't think a ton of games really do that, like, at all or well, if they attempt. And Mario is no exception to that. Oh, the cherries are midway points. Duh. I was like, there was no midway point. No, there was, because I grabbed the cherry, and I know I grabbed the cherry, but it did not register. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I don't think a lot of platformers really make levels that like people really want to go and play again. Like, if you really look at it, a lot of levels that platformers are like, that are made, platformers that have levels, you run through them once, but you don't really ever go back and revisit it unless you have to, in the sense of like progression. Even if you unlock something, it's like rarely do people ever go back just to play a level a second time with like that action done, unless it's for progression. So because of that, I like doing the Switch Palace to give myself a little break, then go back. Yeah. Anyway, this has been Ninja Boy, and I will be back later with more Luigi's Adventure next time. See you guys then.